Hi, my digital community. Thanks for following me. It's day 3 of my Go Lives. And today I want to talk about the survey that I did on yesterday's Go Live, as well as I posted the survey again this morning on both my personal page and my business page. So I asked you a question. I asked you about something that you want that you fear that you won't get, and the responses were pretty much all, or not all, but most, all of the above. So the 3 options were: own your own dream home. That's something that a lot of people don't believe that they can achieve, which is totally understandable because homes are expensive, especially depending on where you live. I mean, usually it's in relation to how much money the average people make in that area. Hi, thanks for joining me and watching. And so I know it's really expensive, particularly in Canada and certain parts of Canada, Toronto, Vancouver, definitely probably the highest of the country. So owning your own home, even not even your dream home, is somewhat unachievable for a lot of people, especially given the jobs or the lack of jobs currently, especially with the pandemic. So many things have been closed, and also with online, so many things are moving online. People are shopping online more than ever. And so all those businesses are going out of business physically because they don't need to be open. People are buying their same products online. My mom and dad are watching. Hi. So that was one answer, possibly, is owning your own dream home. Travel anywhere without worrying about the cost was probably the number one answer that most people said, which of course makes a ton of sense. I don't know. Comment in the chat roll where you live, where you're tuning in from. I currently live just outside of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and it's been particularly cold lately. Up to -40 with wind chill, even colder. And so for anyone that goes on Fahrenheit, -40 Fahrenheit is the same as -40 Celsius. So absolutely insanely cold. And so I would give anything right now to be able to travel somewhere warm. And fortunately, in this business, I'm able to do that. Hi, Maureen. Yeah, guys, comment in the chat roll where you live. I really do want to know. And so traveling is expensive, absolutely. And not only the money it takes to travel, but also the time investment, because some people only get 1 or 2 or 3 weeks a year. Some people have different schedule for when they can take it versus their spouse, because of shift work and different things. And so you have to book it off, you have to ask for time off. And a lot of people, if they own a traditional brick and mortar business, if they close their doors and leave on vacation, they're going to stop making money. So the beauty of this online business is that there's no closing your doors. The internet is open 24/7. And so you can travel and still put in as much time as you want while you're traveling, or none, and things still work as you're away. On the back end, it's very automated. Things just happen. So, you can make money while you're away. So, and you don't have to ask people where your boss for time off or whatever. Ontario, hi Cindy. West End, so that must be Edmonton. Hi everyone. And so the third one was quit your job. You know what? It didn't get as many votes as I thought. I mean, lots of people said all of the above. So, but I'm surprised that quitting your job wasn't higher on the list, because that was a big one for me. I mean, maybe I've always been in the entrepreneurial spirit, but you definitely don't have to be. You just have to have a desire to earn what you're worth, have time freedom and money freedom. Do it from the comforts of your home and not have to travel out in this cold with icy roads, and then get there to a job that you may or may not love. And even if you do like your job, like often I've liked my job, but at the end of the day, it is not going to get you out of debt. It is not going to get you a pension that you can live on anyways. And hi from Red Deer. And so I'm surprised, I guess, that more people don't want to, or that wasn't their number one answer anyways, about quitting their job. Or at least retiring early, I guess. So all of the above is the most common answer. And that truly is my experience. So my experience with these three is, okay, I started the business. It'll be 3 years next week. And so I was making good money in the first 5 to 7 months. I could have quit my job, but I hung on to it for fear and for the stability. Although shortly after I left my job, they got rid of 2 out of the 3 people in my department. So there is no real security. It's perceived security. At any moment, you don't really truly know the finances of the company you're working for. And at any given moment, they could restructure and do away with your position. They could let people go from their department. They could even close their doors. They could be taken over by another company, so you'd never truly know if your job is secure. And so I hung on for 12 months and I quit my job. And well, I had asked for going down to part-time, which they did not entertain. They said no. So I wasn't able to go down to part-time and I had to make the hard decision. Little did I know it was the easiest decision ever. And I should have done it sooner, because as soon as I was able to put a bit more time and effort into my business, it totally blew up. And I was earning double, if not 2.5 or 3 times what I had been earning in the business. Like 7 times more than my actual job. But the business itself took off so much quicker because I had that time to invest in the business and focus on it instead of going to a full-time job, coming home tired with kids and all that jazz. So I was able to leave my job. There's also travel. I mean, it's optional with the business, but I take every opportunity I can to travel. I absolutely love it, which also means I get to meet people in the business. I got to travel with my parents because they joined the business as well, 11 months after I did. And so, we got to go on some trips together as well. And I wasn't worried about the cost of the travel. A lot of the travel was a business expense. Anyways, if we had conferences, we had a conference in San Diego. We had an anniversary party in Texas. We went to Mexico for a coach's retreat. And I went to Vancouver a bunch of times for awards and things like that. So those were all business expenses, which is phenomenal. But then, I went on a family trip with my parents to Ontario to visit our family. And none of this would have been possible. I did not I didn't prioritize travel before because I thought it's so expensive. And there's so many other things I need to use that money for, whether it's a car or appliances for your house or, so many things. So, and then owning your dream home. Well, I actually moved twice since I've started this business because when I started the business, I was in a small little duplex and it was teeny tiny. I didn't have an office. The basement was unfinished. And so when I could, I went to a bigger house, a bungalow, 3-bedroom, but unfortunately it still didn't have an office and the basement was still unfinished. And I didn't want an office in the basement, even though it was 90% finished. I just didn't want to work in a dungeon. So I ended up upgrading again to the house I'm in now, which has a beautiful, I know I don't really want to move my laptop around, but a beautiful office that I was able to build. My husband built actually custom cabinets and counters and stuff. So it's right in the front. I have big windows that look out the front and have lots of natural light coming in. So it's a 2-story, it's beautiful. And I feel very fortunate that that's what the business has done for me. And aside from that, I should have put cabin on there or getaway home, because this past summer during COVID, we were actually able to buy a cabin. So now almost every weekend, very, very often, we go down and it's in the mountains. So we get to enjoy it as a family and build memories and spend a ton of time outdoors, which we love. And so that is totally only doable because of the business. So that's been my experience and my transformation, I guess, of my life and my circumstances since I've joined this business. And so just wanted to share that with you all, that it's totally possible. And dreams don't come true unless you put in action and goals and deadlines and make a change. So if you don't think it's possible, I challenge you to change your mindset and believe in it, because this community that I'm plugged into really believes in the law of attraction and manifesting. And I believe that a lot of my success and results have come from power of positive thinking, law of attraction, setting goals and things like that. So I never doubted it. I never doubted myself. I have from day one, 100% believed in this, and it has changed my life. And I really hope to work with others and change their life as well. So if you have any questions, enter them in the chat roll. I don't have a lot left to discuss. Tomorrow is day 4. Let me see what I have planned for day 4. I have sharing what is possible with working online. So, I kind of talked about that now, but I can talk about that more in detail tomorrow, about all the benefits and all the things that have changed in my life and other people. It may not be your goal to quit your job. Like I said, there's people in our community that do other things and they have other dreams, like being an actress, or trying to think of who else. And they do this to enable them to live that lifestyle and to have the freedom and flexibility of their time to go and pursue those dreams and goals. So anyway, that's tomorrow's topic. So hope to see you again tomorrow. Thanks everyone for watching. And I hope you have a warmer day than me. It's super cold out. All right, guys. Talk to you later.